Okay, this is Friday, March 7th, and my audience members for my second speech on cultures. I'll give this to my photographer. Hello, everybody, and thank you for your time and attention coming in today. I just wanted to start off by saying the culture I researched is biker cultures. Up until very recently in my life, when I heard the word biker or biker gang group, it always had a negative connotation. I always thought bad, illegal things and greasy, unkempt, and just terrible human beings. But within about 5 years ago, all that began to change for me, so it was an area that I wanted to delve into a little further. I do have a PowerPoint that I've presented, and I'm going to get that started now. It should hopefully will play through. That picture right there is a typical, if you'd see it, most people would be kind of afraid. But clubs and organizations generally start as a group of friends that like to ride. They get together, gives them people to ride with, places to go, do fun things. Eventually, once they become an organized club, they start a lot of times doing things for charitable events and benefits for people sick or maybe unfortunately passed away for funeral expenses and such. These pictures are reflective of a group called the Patriot Guard Riders. It is a group of people, some of them are veterans, but they stand in support of anybody, especially veterans that lose their lives in the line of duty. If that family during their grief period is approached by someone that wishes them ill or is trying to cause problems, they can request the service of the Patriot Guard Riders to protect that family during their time of loss. I was honored in June of 2011 to ride for Sergeant Kevin Baldock from the United States Marine Corps in Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where the pictures running through with all the American flags and the bikes, that was the day of his funeral. BACA, this slide right here is Bikers Against Child Abuse. This is a worldwide organization, as the Patriot Guard Riders also. They go all over the world, and they have chapters everywhere. But BACA, they are Bikers Against Child Abuse. They do wonderful things at many different levels. They work with federal, state, and local officials throughout the United States, offering services to the children of abuse. They start out sometimes by just showing up 4 or 5 bikes in the neighborhood where the kid has had problems or whatever, and it goes as far as going with them to court appointments, going with them through therapy, as a big brother, big sister type situation. So Bikers Against Child Abuse is another wonderful organization that I was pleased to learn a lot about. Last but not least was my Christianity jumped in again, which led me to Christian Motorcycle Association. Lots of times you'll see bikes parked outside of churches and this and that, but if you are ever lucky enough to be able to observe what on the outside looking in may look like a bunch of unruly, unkept, tattooed, terrible type people, and then all of a sudden you realize that one of them is an ordained minister and they're getting ready to conduct a baptism, or they're fellowshipping in some other way. It's a wonderful thing too. So that organization also is worldwide. All 3 of these have websites as well as Facebook pages, especially for the BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, and there's a big ride coming up. They schedule across the United States. That's May 17th of this year. We do have a local office in Lebanon, Tennessee for that. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at these pictures today, and that maybe it has opened your eyes to some good biker people that are out there trying to do good things for their nation and their community. Thank you.